We observe today not a victory of party, but a celebration of freedom, symbolizing an end as well as a beginning, signifying renewal as well as change.
All right, everybody. So I am here on the sidelines of the API Policy Summit here in Sacramento with the keynote speaker of the event, Amanda Nguyen, who is the founder and CEO of Rise. Amanda, thank you for joining me today.
Of course. I'm really excited to be here with you.
All right. So I'd love to get kind of your background story first for those of us who aren't quite familiar with, what you're working on and about Rise. How did it all get started?
Yeah. So Rise is a civil rights nonprofit. We work on codifying civil rights for rape survivors and empowering either survivors or allies across the country to pen their own civil rights into existence.
Right.
So our goal is to pass in all 50 states and in the United Nations, and on top of that, empower people to find their own voice.
Mm-hmm.
We started from a very personal place. So my own rape was the catalyst to found Rise. I didn't know how messed up the criminal justice system was until I actually had to go through the process myself.
Right.
And I decided I had a choice: accept injustice or rewrite the law. So I decided to rewrite it.
Right. That's fantastic. What kind of led you to that, point of action? Because there are a lot of rape victims that do remain quiet, or other sexual assault in general, right? Like what prompted that?
And it's, again, every individual's choice about whether or not they want to speak out about something,
Mm-hmm.
right? There's no right or wrong to that. For me, it was realizing that my story is not mine alone. So I remember walking into the Boston Area Rape Crisis Center, and the waiting room was filled. And I had no idea that there were so many people who could be impacted by this. And I realized that if I had a Harvard Law professor as my attorney,
Right.
and I was going through these terrible things in the criminal justice system, what did everybody else who didn't have my privilege go, what were they going through? And so that's when I decided to rewrite the law.
Right. And you also delivered a pretty strong message here at the Policy Summit about belonging, right? It's
Yes.
very emotional. It's very personal. It's about a lot of the stories that you were going through, personal experience when you were lobbying for this stuff in the U.S. Senate and whatnot. What prompted you to deliver that message to this particular event here?
I want people to understand that change can happen from whomever background you come from, whatever you look like. It's so important that people understand the power they have inside themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Already, the most important tool we all have is our own voices, and that's why I'm using mine to speak out for things I care about, and I want other people to know that they can do that too.
Right. Sounds good. Well, Amanda, thank you so much for joining us, and good luck with everything, and we are rooting for what you're doing.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.